If you're considering going down the path of video content creation and marketing using AI video, there are some problems or challenges you should consider before moving ahead. And in this video, I'll discuss them and give you my recommendations ahead of time so you don't get any unpleasant surprises down the track. So number one is AI video as of mid-September 2023, which is when I'm recording this video, is not 100% lifelike. And if your expectation is that it needs to be as 100% perfect as you getting in front of a camera, then I would not charge ahead down the path of using AI video. However, I want to remind you of two key things about AI video. Number one, the technology is getting better and better at a very fast rate. I fully expect AI video to be close to perfection within 12 months, possibly even 6 months from now. However, if you wait 6 or 12 months for perfection and then you get started with AI video, you will miss out on a massive opportunity to become a market leader in your space simply because no one else is using AI video at the moment. Once AI video is quote unquote perfect or fully lifelike, everybody will be using it, and then you won't be able to stand out from the crowd, which is most likely the position you're currently in and frustrated by anyway. So my motto is 80% perfect and done is infinitely better than 100% perfect and not done. You have a limited time frame or window with which to take advantage of AI video and becoming the best known, liked and trusted professional in your market, but it's all down to you. If you choose to procrastinate on this, you will regret it in the future. AI video requires content about topics that your future potential customers want to know more about. So this means you need to be willing to come up with ideas for each video and write a basic script for it. Now, there are two options for the words that are spoken by your video clone when we're talking about AI video. Number one is written text that's converted to audio by AI. And number two is you recording yourself speaking the words and then uploading those audio files to the AI video software to match with your AI video clone. Now, just to be clear, the audio you're currently hearing was recorded live by myself and then merged with my video clone. That's why it sounds super realistic. That's because it is real. It is my voice. However, if you don't want to record your own voiceovers, then you'll need to write them so that the text to voice element of the AI software can create your voice speaking the words you want. And if you're not comfortable with writing your own voice scripts, then my advice is to use a tool like ChatGPT to come up with your scripts. It does an amazing job at this, and with a monthly subscription fee of only $20 US, it's an absolute bargain. Now, I'd probably recommend you do a little bit of editing or tweaking of what ChatGPT comes up with for you, just to make sure it closely matches your vision and your preferred voice. But overall, it's an easy solution for you to create scripts for all of your videos. If you really want to nail the scripting aspect, I do have several paid options where I interview you discussing the topics you wish to discuss. And then we can either use your voice recording for the AI videos or have it transcribed and turned into scripts with all the ums and the ahs removed and some tweaking of the grammar, etc. One concern that some people have about using AI video is whether people watching them will actually find them interesting and or helpful, or whether they just see them as fake and unwatchable. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this technology is advancing rapidly, so AI video is going to look and sound totally lifelike in a very short time frame. And once that happens, the only thing you have to be careful of is creating content that people find interesting and or helpful. And my advice to past and present clients has always been, start by creating videos that answer the most common questions potential customers have for you before they buy. Now, you should have no problems coming up with 50 to 100 different questions you get asked by potential clients. Begin by going through your email and your SMS inboxes. Go back a year and write down every single question you've been asked by a potential client, whether it's about your pricing or how your service works or how do you avoid X and on and on. Now, I promise you, if you're diligent and you actually invest the time to go do this, you will come up with a heap of questions people ask you before buying from you. Also, you should start writing down any questions you get asked by a potential client now and onwards into the future. Add that to your list, and when you run out of topic ideas for your videos that you've already created beforehand, tackle a list of new questions being asked. Now, my experience with doing this with clients of video for many years, even before I started working with AI video, if you can't come up with a list of at least 50 questions, you just aren't trying hard enough, and 100 would be even better. Another way of finding topics for future videos is to use a tool like answerthepublic.com. And it's a software tool that helps you easily come up with literally hundreds of ideas of content marketing in seconds. Now, you can give it a free trial with 3 daily searches to get started. And if you want to get more serious with it, I'd recommend subscribing to their low-cost individual plan, which is just US $9 a month. Or if you want it for a lifetime subscription, it's only $99, which is a bargain. US dollars again, that is. So if one of your big concerns with creating a lot of video content, ideally a video a day minimum, is what on earth do I make the videos about, then answerthepublic.com plus the other recommendations I just gave you should give you a steady supply of new videos on a daily basis for years, not just days or weeks. If you're going down the path of creating lots of high-value video content to demonstrate your expertise to potential clients, then a question that comes up all the time is, how do I get people to actually see my video content? After all, we've all tried posting content, whether it's video, images, or text online, and we've experienced that very few people even get to see it. Now, Facebook's probably the most popular social media platform out there, and many business owners and sales consultants use it to build their personal brand and endeavor to find more leads and sales in the future. However, I feel confident in saying that you, just like me, also realize that Facebook doesn't share our posts with everyone we're friends with online and or those people that are fans of your Facebook business page. Ditto for Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, etc. So the bottom line is that if you want as many people as possible to see your content, then you can't rely on this organic exposure. You have to invest in paid advertising to get your content seen, or you'll never get the exposure you want to get as many potential customers as possible. Now, sure, nobody wants to spend money on advertising. I get it. You, like me, want the exposure for free, but unfortunately, that's not how most marketing and advertising works. So the main social media platforms are all a pay-to-play system, which requires you to invest some money into getting your content seen. So you might as well accept that and get on with the job of creating content and promoting it to your future potential clients. As for how much you need to invest, that's largely down to your budget and how quickly you want to build a big, strong personal brand and attract new leads and sales. However, my general recommendation for Facebook and Instagram is to, and their combination because they're the same platform, is to invest $2 a day per video ad and do this for 7 days in a row. That means you'll spend $14 a week to show every video you create. Then at the end of the week, you need to analyze the engagement your video had with your ideal audience. Now, if you get enough people posting, comments, liking and or sharing the video, it indicates that it's popular with your target market. And at that point, you should keep running it for at least 1 to 3 or more months as a way of raising your market awareness and attracting potential clients to start consuming more of your video content. Now, just be aware that most of your videos won't be so popular that you'll need to keep investing more ad budget and sharing them. Probably only 1 or 2 of them in 10 will meet the minimum engagement levels you need to keep investing in ad spend on them for longer than a week. Now, there's 2 reasons for doing all this. Firstly, every time you create and promote a new video, you've got an opportunity to introduce yourself and what kind of product or service you sell to potential clients. This is the know part from know, like, and trust. It's where you start to build an audience who we now consider warm because they know you. Prior to this point, it was a completely cold connection because they'd never even heard of your name before. And the second reason for doing all this, and in particular for using video ads for doing this, is that it allows you to build an audience of people who Facebook ads can retarget with future advertising. Now, you may not have heard the term retargeting before, but I'll bet you know it when you see it. What it basically means is that Facebook sets up a database of people who've watched a certain percentage of the length of one or more of your videos, and then it allows you to run new video ads just showing to people in your retargeting audience rather than hitting up a cold audience that may not be a good candidate for what you sell. Because these people have already been introduced to you in 1 or more previous videos, they're no longer a stone cold prospect for you. Now they're a warm prospect, somebody who knows your name and can be advanced to a high level of brand awareness of you simply because they're being shown new and more video ads from you. It's ultimately the repetition effect. The more they see that your videos and watch them, the more they're going to get to know, like, and trust you over time. And the more they ultimately trust you, the more likely they are to buy from you themselves and or refer a family member, a friend, or a colleague to you. And this process of consistently staying in front of an audience of quality prospective customers by using video and Facebook ads ultimately leads to a steady pipeline of quality prospects, leads, and ultimately sales. Of course, you'll want to know a rough estimate of what you might need to invest in this scenario. So let's consider that you're doing what I've suggested and teach and help my clients do, which is to create, publish, and promote one new video every single day. So this means over a month, and let's say it's a 30-day month to keep the maths simple. You'll need to create and publish 30 new videos and invest $2 a day for 7 days each on running all of those 30 videos. Plus, you'll also need to be running a separate retargeting ad, which is only shown to those people who've seen one or more of your previous video ads. Now, this ad is only $2 a day as well. However, you run it all the time. In other words, for 30 days a month, non-stop. As you can see from the spreadsheet example on the screen, I've calculated the total ad budget you'll need each month to get 30 video ads seen for 7 days and a retargeting video to be seen on every single day of the month. Now, this works out to be only $436 a month, which is a very reasonable ad budget for most business owners or sales professionals. After all, I'm used to working with clients that spend thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars a month on their advertising. Now, as you identify that small 5 or 10% of videos which generate a high enough level of engagement and start spending more on them for at least 1 to 3 months, your budget requirement will increase beyond $436. However, the exposure you'll be getting to prospective clients with 30 new videos a month plus a retargeting video will start bringing inquiries from new people you've never met or spoken to before in a fairly short time frame. The bottom line to this entire strategy is to create a new video every day, invest $2 a day for a week in promoting that video to your ideal audience, and also invest $2 a day in running at least one retargeting ad to stay in front of your warm audience and attract them to contact you when they're ready to buy, or at the very least, get them to refer someone to you that they know is looking for what you sell right now. So this is the essence of building a strong personal brand using videos and paid advertising such as Facebook. Now, you can also do this on other ad platforms, but Facebook's a great place to start for most people, even those of you in the B2B space.